uncomfortable in certain situations, to be completely honest with you. I get uncomfortable being too close to someone. Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another vlog. This vlog is going to be a little bit different because I am heading to Tulum tomorrow for about 4 or 5 days. Today is Friday the 10th, and I'm actually not supposed to be working today, but I am working. I have everything off, like I'm not supposed to be online, but I have to finish a few things. So to recap, last night or yesterday, I was trying to scramble and get everything done when it comes to like my nails, my eyelashes, drop off Mia at my mom's place, just because it is snowing today. Let me actually show you guys what it looks like. So I woke up to this morning. It looks so pretty. I think a lot of it's already melting. I had to get everything done yesterday because obviously I'm from Georgia. I don't know how to drive in snow. So today, so I had to log off my computer early yesterday so I can get everything done. So right now I'm just finishing up some emails, leaving some tasks or some coverage tasks to my team. So for context, like whenever I go off for vacation or I'm not going to be online, I kind of have to like reach out to some of my coworkers if they can finish some things for me, or just make sure that like if something pops up that I have coverage on it. That's what I mean by coverage. So I'm sending out some emails and then like writing some things up. So that's going on today. I'm also just like cleaning my place up. Right now I'm washing my sheets. I'm gonna clean my kitchen, like deep clean it, my bathroom too, and then finish packing. And then I also want to go to the gym, so I'm gonna go to my apartment gym obviously because I am not driving today. My boyfriend also wants to come play in the snow. Finish up what I'm doing right now on the laptop, and then I'm gonna go to the gym because I really want to go to the gym before he comes. So yeah, that's gonna be the majority of today. And then tomorrow I have my flight around, I think it's at, I want to say it's at 11. I need to check it, but it's not too early, so I'll probably be up at like 8 and then head out by like 9-ish or something to make it. But yeah, so come along with the rest of my day, and then obviously the footage for Tulum. Good morning vlog. I am currently on the way to the airport. I have my luggage. I was terrible about vlogging the rest of the night, but I will catch you guys up later. Tulum day 1. Gracias.
Te voy a pedir nada más que
Sí.
cuando te subas de este lado.
Too much. Can you say some words to the vlog?
Hello vlog. Hope you guys are doing well.
Is that all? I just realized I did not make any video explaining what happened to me when I fell off the moped. Long story short, Manesh and I were heading to the cenote and I had my helmet on. He didn't have his helmet on, like you can see in this video. And when we were driving there, I don't know, some part of me was telling me that I just didn't feel comfortable with him not wearing a helmet. And then somebody like a resident there had told us, like he screamed like, hey, where's your helmet? Like, ¿dónde está tu casco? And yeah, I just told him, I was like, okay, let's go back to get your helmet because I just don't feel comfortable that you don't have it. So we went back and we were taking a turn, and when we took the turn, like a lot of the traffic was coming towards us, and I think my boyfriend just lost control and we fell. I took a lot more of the hit. Like I got a lot more like scratches on my knee and my shoulder, a little bit of my arms and my toes. I was making fun of the whole like ordeal. I didn't do much that day, but we did have tickets to Kai Music and I ended up still going. Like I was kind of limping at the festival, but we still made it out.
Time trying Humex, the mango. Okay, 1 out of 10.
20.
Oh really? I feel like you're just saying that.
With the whole Kai Music situation, so we decided to go to sleep at 11 p.m. on Monday, and we woke up at 2:30-ish on Tuesday a.m. And we left our place around, I think, 3:30, and we got there at 4 a.m. because the concert keeps going until like 11 a.m. on Tuesday. But anyways, we were taking shots, and I'm just rewatching this, and this is so funny. Like, why can't Manesh take a shot? Like, I think I took them pretty well, but he's like over here dying. Like, look at him. Oh, fuck. Hello vlog. I've been really bad this week about vlogging, and I'll be completely honest, but I did want to end this vlog or just have a chit chat with you guys before the end of this vlog. I actually just came back and picked up Mia, and she obviously wants to cuddle and be with me. So I got back yesterday around 7 or 8 p.m. and then I just went to go get groceries with my boyfriend. And Mia, I left Mia at my parents' house, and it's kind of like a drive away from my apartment, so I decided to come get her today, but I just waited until like the afternoon to go get her because my parents didn't get home until like later in the afternoon, and I wanted to see them and talk to them and stuff. But anyways, I want to go get her. She is finally home. I think she really missed me, like, not gonna lie. My mom said that she kept like, she would usually like sleep with my mom when I lived with my parents. No, she would sleep with me, but sometimes she would sleep with my mom. But this time, like, she just stayed on the couch, like looking outside. I think she just kept waiting for me. And I don't know, my mom told me that she was kind of like sad while I was gone. So that means she loves me. But yeah, she's home now with me. And I did want to just talk about kind of relationships. Honestly, I did a lot of reflecting during this trip. I feel like I reflect a lot when I go on trips for some reason. But I spent like 5 days straight with my boyfriend. This is our second trip. The first trip he actually asked me out on that trip because, for context, me and my boyfriend we were really close friends for about a year before we started dating. Like I joke around with him all the time that I put him in a box and he was just my friend. But when we went to Paris together, that's when we kind of initiated, like, we were actually talking. in that way. And then that's when he asked me to be his girlfriend when we went to Paris. So this is our like first trip fully in a relationship, or like dating each other. And I have been doing a lot of reflecting when it comes to dating, and I think this has been the most healthiest relationship that I've been in. And to be honest, I haven't been in a lot of serious relationships. I would say like this is kind of like my first serious relationship. Not to say that my previous relationships I didn't take seriously, but for example, my last relationship was long distance, just because he was originally from like Atlanta or Georgia. Like his family lives here, but he was a sergeant in the Marines, and he was stationed in LA at the time. So we're like back and forth, to long distance. And I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and just TikToks and listening to different things about your relationship style, and I find that very fascinating. I'll insert a few like podcasts and like videos that I've seen about it.
No.
Okay, so you know about attachment theory?
Loosely.
Okay, so I'll give you the scoop because I feel like it's really interesting. So attachment theory is a really great part of relationship research because it's something that has a deep background in research. So John Bowlby was a psychologist, and he did the most interesting research on this, and this was in the 60s. So he basically would have moms bring their babies into a laboratory, and the moms would place the baby down and leave the room and see how the baby reacted. And so some babies would start crying, the mom would come back in the room and pick it up, and the baby would keep crying. So the mom was there again, but the baby still felt upset, and that baby is anxiously attached. There was another type of baby where the mom would leave, the baby would come back, and as soon as the mom picked up the baby was soothed. So the baby was saying, I want to be with you, but when you're here, I know you're here for good. The third kind, the mom would leave the room, the baby wouldn't cry, but they knew from other signals that the baby was upset. And when the mom came back in the room, the baby would ignore it. And that baby is called avoidant attached. And so basically the point is that what we have in childhood often shows up in adult romantic relationships. And this is attachment theory. And so anxiously attached people, they feel like they're always going to lose you. You're going to abandon them. You're going to leave them. And so they always try to regain closeness. And so that's why when the mom came back, they're still like, are you going to leave me again? I'm so nervous. The avoidant attached babies, they feel like, well, you'll probably abandon me anyway, so I'm not going to get too close. And those are the people who are always pushing somebody away. Here's the reason why we shouldn't be together. They're always creating reasons to delay intimacy, and they're afraid of being smothered. And then the securely attached babies who become securely attached adults, they say, I want some intimacy, but I also want independence. And we sort of think about them as the heroes of the relationship world because they can manage both of those feelings of closeness and independence. And so what happens is 50% of the population is securely attached, which would be great because many of us could date them, but they actually get into relationships and they stay there. So the pool is a lot of anxious attached people and avoidant attached people dating each other. And they do this thing called the anxious avoidant loop.
It's really interesting, and I feel like a lot of people can find value in understanding what type of relationship attachment style you are. I would say that I kind of lean towards, I would say maybe a secure but also avoidant attachment style. And I think I kind of reflect on how I behave. That's kind of a weird word to say, but how I behave from my last relationship to my current relationship, and how I kind of see how my ex-boyfriend was versus my current boyfriend was. If you hear noises, it's literally Mia in her stomach. Like, I think she's just digesting. But anyways, and what I want to say about all of this is that I think being in a healthy relationship is all about communication, no matter what like attachment style you are. I think it's important for you to understand your attachment style, because then you can be a little bit more aware what your triggers are and how you react to certain triggers. So when I say that I'm a little bit more of an avoidant, I get uncomfortable being too close to someone. I have like, some people say I can be very cold and guarded in some ways. I also get really overwhelmed at times when I feel like somebody depends on me too much. I hope this doesn't makes me sound bad, but this is the reality. I do have these moments, but like they're not to the extreme, right? I feel like I am a little bit more secure as well. But I do have times that I am very cold, if that makes sense. And I notice these things, especially in this relationship, because again, I think this is my first more serious relationship where I have the person in the same city, in the same place. I felt that a lot. And I will say that my boyfriend is an anxious attachment style, so it kind of could feel it even more, right? But I think because I do have that secure attachment style as well, I think I've learned to appreciate him and see all the things that he does for me and how much he cares for me, and allowed myself to be uncomfortable in certain situations. To be completely honest with you, I think coming from my last relationship, he was an avoidant to the extreme. I was used to someone that lacked communication. If he had a problem, he would literally just stop talking to me. It was a very weird relationship, and it was so hard because it was long distance. So coming from that to more of a healthy relationship where the person, I wouldn't even say overly communicative, but my boyfriend would tell me how he felt all the time. If something was up in our relationship, like if there was a problem or anything like that, we would address it immediately. He was not overly communicative, but he was very communicative, which is something I wasn't used to, right? Being a little bit more of a avoidant, it's kind of something that, not that triggered me, but it made me uncomfortable. But coming back to my secure attachment style, like I knew that it was good for me. And I knew that he was trying to just make sure that our relationship was good. And we were both putting in effort in this relationship. So I just, got comfortable being uncomfortable and broke those walls from my end. I think one of the things for me is that when it comes to a relationship, I feel like I don't put myself out there because it's much easier to not be disappointed. If that makes sense? If you don't put yourself out there, you won't be disappointed. So I think that's kind of where I come from. Girl, I'm trying to talk about my feelings right now. That all being said, I think I'm just blabbing away. I truly am in a very healthy relationship. Truly am. I can't. Come on. No, I cannot. Come on. Back to what I was saying. I truly am now finally in a comfortable take 5. Okay. I can truly say that I think I'm finally in a healthy relationship, and I'm really appreciative of the person that I have found. All thanks to TikTok. If you guys want a whole story time of how I met my boyfriend, let me know. But yeah, I just came on here to blab a little bit about that because I had a great trip with a great person. And again, I think it's really important for you guys to learn your relationship attachment style because it will make you aware of your different triggers and how you react to certain things. That can help you then just work with another person, regardless of what type of attachment style you have. As long as you guys have, regardless if you're an anxious or an avoidant attachment style, disorganized, secure, whatever. I think there's like 4. Making yourself aware of those triggers and what to do to work on them is really important. And I think regardless of what attachment style you have, you can be successful in a relationship as long as you're willing to put in the effort and your partner is as well. All right, that's the end of the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.